Hi, my name is Samantha and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about sustainable gift wrapping. Let's get into it. So, Merry Christmas to those who celebrate. If you don't celebrate, please stick around because these concept can be relevant for any gift giving that you are giving at any time during the year. If you never give any gifts, then go ahead, click on another video. Okay, so I've identified 5 main things in gift wrapping. There's the gift tag, the gift bag, the tissue paper, the wrapping paper, or the gift box. So I am going to show you some sustainable alternatives to all of these items. The biggest thing about sustainability is thinking ahead, and when a product comes into your life, thinking, can I reuse this? So let's talk about the gift tag. For the gift tag, you can use a greeting card that you've gotten. So if it's a birthday card. If it's Christmas, a Christmas card. If it's a wedding, then just like a general card, right? And you could take the card, the front panel, and cut it up. You can use scissors, you can use punches, you could use a Cricut, you could use fancy scissors with like the little teeth on them. Like I have like these big punches, right? So you can use whatever you want to cut them up into a gift tag. You can also use scrapbook paper. Again, cut it into whatever size you want using whatever tools you want to use. The other thing that you can use is scrap wrapping paper. So when you've wrapped a gift and you have those random offcuts, cut those up and use them as a gift tag. So all you do with that is if you had like the piece, you're just gonna fold it in half, stick a little tape, either hot dog style or double-sided tape, stick it onto the gift, and then in this opening flap, you're gonna write to and from. The other thing you can do is just write on the bag. So you can just use a Sharpie and write directly on the bag or on the box. The other thing that you could do is you could use clay or some sort of handmade material. They sell air dry clay, they sell oven baked clay, and you can make a gift tag, and that's also intended to be an ornament or like a longer keepsake. So those are some ideas. The other thing that you could do is if you're giving a gift bag, if you want to put those little to and from stickers, stick a sticker in the top corner, right? And then every time you reuse it, stick a new sticker, stick a new sticker, stick a new sticker. And it'll be like your license plate where you have a bunch of expiration dates, right? It's just a bunch of stickers. So next up, let's talk about the gift bag. So for the gift bag, you can thrift it, right? This thrifting could be for all of them, right? You could get the gift tags thrifted as well, and the tissue paper and the wrapping paper and the gift boxes. So you can thrift for a gift bag. You can make a DIY gift bag. You can make it as simple or as fancy as you want. This is pretty simple. It's just a little drawstring bag. So you could look up fabric gift bag, and there's so many different kinds that you could do. You could reuse paper. So like this Trader Joe's bag, you could cut up this Trader Joe's bag and then use it as the gift bag, right? I don't know why I said cut it up. We're not talking about the wrapping paper right now. We're talking about the gift bag. You can reuse this Trader Joe's gift bag, or what am I trying to say? You can reuse this bag as your gift bag. It's pretty, and this one is actually like, it already has like ornaments and stuff. It's even better if a company gives you a plain bag that has no writing on it. You can gift a tote. So like the reusable totes, right? So like, here's kind of more of an example of that. Like a tote, you know, like where like you go to Marshall's or whatever and they have like the totes, or any grocery store has them. So a reusable tote. You can also buy a new one and then just keep reusing it over and over. As long as you're not just like ripping the bags apart, and like when you're opening them, you should be able to reuse gift bags for over a decade. Tissue paper. So tissue paper, the easiest thing is just to use none. Don't use any tissue paper. Another option is that you can use fabric. You can use a fat quarter. So fat quarters are the fabric that you see folded up in a little square. You can find them at Walmart, you can find them at Joann's, at Michael's. They're usually like $2, $3, $4. So they're not the most cost effective. It's definitely more cost effective to buy by the yard, but it doesn't involve any cutting. You just open the package and then just use it like tissue paper. Another option is to use packaging filler. This is gonna be loud. So like when you get an Amazon package or a UPS package, it has filler in it. You can use this filler as your tissue paper. If it's all wrinkly, what you can do is use a dry iron and iron it, and it'll become more flat. Another option is that you can use fabric napkins, whether you've made them or bought them. Again, this is something you can find at the thrift store. So you can use a fabric napkin and use that as your tissue paper, and then it's like a second gift combined, because then they get a set of napkins. Here's an example of a set of thrifted napkins, or this is just one of them, but thrifted napkins, and you can use that as your tissue paper. Another option is to buy new, so like I have my pack here of new tissue paper, and then just keep reusing it. So you pull it out, you use it for a gift. When the gift is done, you put it back in your bag and you keep reusing it over and over and over. So like all of my gift wrap stuff, I have this big bag from Amazon. Like when you say like, oh, put it in a bag, like put it in a gift bag, I have one of these, and I just keep all of the gifting materials that I find throughout the year, and I just throw them in this bag, and then whenever I need something, it's right there. So like this tissue paper, this is the ones that have never been used, but if they have been used, I just fold them nicely and stick them back in the bag. That way it's all together. So get yourself like a tote or a bin or a closet, or however much space you can allocate towards your gifting materials, and have a dedicated spot for it. So every time that you end up with, oh, this can be gift wrap, you throw it in the bag and you know exactly where it is when you need it. So those are all of the options for tissue paper. For wrapping paper, you can use fabric. So again, with the fat quarter, let me move this out of the way. Oh, another thing for the gift bag, like if you get a gift off Amazon and then it says like, oh, put it in a bag, or yeah, put it in a bag, you know, keep the bags. Let me clear this stuff out of the way. Here's another example of a bag from a store that has no labeling on it. That makes a good gift bag. Okay, so let's say the gift is a book. So this is the fat quarter. You're just gonna lay it down, fold the sides, fold it up, and there's many different ways that you can wrap this. Just Google fabric wrapping, and then you have your gift wrapped up. So a book will fit in a fat quarter. If you have a bigger gift, you'll just need a bigger piece of fabric. So there's a couple different things you can do to the edges. You can just leave it how it is and do nothing to it. You can do it ripped. So if you are gonna rip your fabric, what you'll do, and some fabrics work better than others for this, you'll just cut a little slit, and then, of course, this example one is not gonna do it. Hold on. Okay, so you grab your fabric, you cut a slit, and then you just rip. So then you can rip all the edges so it's like a natural edge looking. You can also serge it. So serging would require a machine, and you would have a finished edge that's not gonna fray. You can do a double fold. So just like you would do with a napkin, fold it once, fold it twice, sew it, and do that on all the edges. So it'd just be a giant napkin essentially. Another option is that you can pink the edges. So what did I do with my pinking shears? So pinking shears are scissors that cut a like a scalloped or a zigzag edge, and that ends up allowing the fabric to not fray. And it also, I'll put a picture of that so it's up close, but that's another way that you can finish your edges. A fat quarter versus a half yard. Okay, so this is a half yard of fabric. So we've got the two selvages, right? And it's 18 inches wide. And then this is the fat quarter. So there are two fat quarters within a half yard. So it's much more cost effective to buy the half yard and just cut this top seam rather than buying the fat quarters. Fat quarters are not the most cost effective thing at all. But anyways, that kind of tells you like how much you would need. And those are some different ways that you can finish the edges depending on what your capabilities are. Another option is to use a paper bag. So this is what I was trying to say earlier. So like this Trader Joe's bag, you can cut open the seams and then use this as wrapping paper, right? Just like wrap the gift and tape it. Another option is to use what you have. If you already have commercial wrapping paper at your house, then use it up because it's already in this world. It's already been created. You already have it in your possession. Use it up. If you are looking to buy wrapping paper, I would suggest buying a craft roll or a white roll of paper. That way that it's universal and you can use it for any occasion. If you have kids, you can have them draw on it, like just cut a big piece and then like, oh, this is going to be a Christmas one, and then you draw Christmas things. If you're not very creative, what you can do is you could just use stamps, or not do anything and just leave it that way. And then you could get some ribbon and use the ribbon on the gift, and that could be your pop of color or your like personalization. And again, the ribbon, save it, use it again next time. Another thing is the gift box. So the gift box, the first thing that you could do is reuse a mailing box. So let's say you have an Amazon box, right? So what you can do is on the seam with the lip, just rip it open, turn it right side, and then you're gonna package tape that shut. And now you have a plain brown box. You can also do this when you're shipping something. And now you have a plain brown box, or just wrap it as the Amazon box, because who cares? Someone should appreciate that they're getting a gift. You could also use a food or a product box. So let's say you were giving some fuzzy socks. You can use this hot dog hamburger box, right? Stick your product in there. Just make sure that, like, if you're using a food box, that there's no stains or anything. So put it in there, tape it shut, and go ahead and wrap your gift. Again, if you wanted to turn it right side out, you could rip it open, turn it right side out, and then you have a plain box. You can also thrift for your gift boxes. Or another option is that you buy it new and you keep reusing it over and over and over. So if you do want to keep reusing the same things, I would suggest buying like a jumbo pack of the gift bags and the tissue paper and the gift boxes, and just keep reusing them in your household over and over and over. If you can thrift for all of them, that's even better. So a little, what am I trying to say? A little plug for myself. So all I want for Christmas is for my Etsy sales to be 1,000. Right now I'm at 963. So all I need is 37 more sales before Christmas to hit 1,000, and that's the goal for 2025. I do have digital patterns that are only $1 each. So if you are looking to buy a gift for someone and it's last minute, you can go ahead and get them a digital pattern and print it out, or you can just send it to them digitally. If you just want to support me and you want to buy that $1 pattern, I'd be very grateful. Like I said, we're only 37 sales away from 1,000, so I'd be super grateful if 37 of you could buy a $1 pattern. My other shameless plug is for subscribers. So a goal of 3,000 subscribers. As of right now, the subscriber count is this many. So we are less than 200 away from 3,000. So please share this with a friend, and let me know what your favorite sustainable gift wrapping idea is in the comment section down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.